Hello everyone! This is a quick overview of JustScrollit, my new After Effects script designed to easily build cinematic credits rolls. To open it, go to Window and scroll all the way down until you find JustScrollit JSX bin. Once open, you can dock it as you want. You should always start by naming your scroll project. And if you already have a list in an external file, you can click here on Smart Import and look for it. The Smart Import accepts only plain text files or .txt, but if you are in Mac, you can also import Word documents. If you don't, you will have to export your credit list from whatever you have it to a .txt file. Once you have it, click on it to import it. The importer will give you a preview list to make sure that the lines are interpreted as they should, and you can change them as you want. You can also teach the importer hints to properly interpret wild words, but your credit list doesn't need to be written in any technical format at all. Just write it as humanly simple as you would usually do it, and the importer will interpret it as centered titles and columns. You can also skip all this and click on Create List. Once created, you can add, remove, or edit lines as you want with the creation buttons over here. You can also check the styles, and so, set the output settings to your needs, which are set by default as 2K, 24 frames per second, and auto duration. And click on Scroll It to create the roll composition. Depending on how big is your list, the creation process could take from seconds to a few minutes to create. Once created, you can check on your composition to see if you are happy with it. Play with some of the controls in the global control layer. Edit text. Or perform some deeper changes. Like, let's say, you can take this whole column and reformat it to a single paragraph. To do this, go back to the panel. Look for the column and select it. Then check on here on Reformat mode, and then click on Name. Now the whole column is a paragraph with names separated by dashes. And, by the way, you can change the default separator for anything you want. Let's say, change it to this vertical dash. Once you changed it, select the column again. And with the Reformat mode still on, click again on Name. And there they are, the new separators, separating. Once you are happy with your edits, click here on Update, wait a few seconds, and there it is. The column is now formatted to a paragraph. There, of course, are other formats like split columns, double, triple, or quadruple columns. And so, you can also insert more lines, columns, and spaces to your roll and add images or videos by clicking on Media. You can actually, let's clear this. You can actually start from scratch inside the JustScrollit panel by creating lines and columns. Add, for example, a split line or a split column by increasing the number of lines created. You can also add multiple spaces by enabling multi-spacer. Or start from this template and edit the lines as you wish. You can also export your list to edit it outside or share it with a collaborator, as a plain TXT file or as a CSV file if you prefer, which is a format created to be edited in a spreadsheet application, such as Excel, Google Sheets, or Apple Numbers. Then import it again when done. There are a couple more features that you can explore, like in More Settings, you can toggle on this Reduce Flicker checkbox to reduce the strobe effect often seen in 24 frames per second rolls, which is a very common issue. And yeah, that's about it for a quick overview. You can also check out the Help section where you can find a very detailed user guide explaining all the features of JustScrollit and a bunch of tips for better results on your rolls. This is JustScrollit, and I hope you can find it as useful as I do. Thank you for watching, and have a nice one.